Okay, so we just got some more news concerning Miss Kyrsten Sinema. I know, right? Even I'm getting a bit tired of this, but we just got news from The Intercept that she is literally teaching college students how to be corrupt. I'm not joking when I say that. So this is an article from The Intercept. Senator Kyrsten Sinema is literally teaching a course on fundraising. This should be amazing. All students hope to learn from the top experts in their field. Graduate students at Arizona State University have an unusual opportunity this fall to do just that, where Senator Kyrsten Sinema, the Democrat of Arizona, is teaching a course on getting rich people to give you money, which she does so well. The course, titled Developing Grants and Fundraising, is one of two classes Sinema is teaching this fall at Arizona State University School of Social Work. The syllabus was obtained by The Intercept, says students will learn diverse fundraising strategies, aka how to be corrupt, for nonprofits, as well as how to cultivate donors, including large individual donors, by leveraging resources like opportunistic fundraising, finding reporters for major fundraising events, and asking for money. The outline identifies key course concepts such as corporate giving, political strategy, influence, and power, as well as more socially conscious terms like discrimination, oppression, and privilege. One of the required books is Fundraising for Social Change, ironic in light of Sinema's attempts to ensure things like corporate tax rates remain unchanged. A spokesperson for Sinema did not respond to a request for comment. Fundraising is a subject the Arizona senator knows a thing or two about, having raised eye-popping sums of money from groups opposed to President Joe Biden's Build Back Better agenda. Sinema has racked up $920,000 in campaign contributions from said groups, according to an analysis by Accountable.us, a watchdog group that monitors corporate lobbying. In the past 2 years, she has received tens of thousands of dollars in maxed out contributions from private equity partners and investment firm CEOs who stand to lose in the event of a tax hike on corporations or the rich. As the NSA reported last month, Sinema recently told colleagues that she would not accept any corporate tax or income tax increases, the New York Times reported. And this article goes on to point out how she also threatens to obstruct Democrats' drug pricing reform. We've already talked about that previously. This is absolutely astounding. You know, it's like just when you thought things couldn't get any worse. No. She just can't be corrupt on her own. You know, her and Mr. Joe Manchin. Of course, there's many other corrupt people in Congress, but they're the only two at this point in time that are known to be blocking this bill, right? She just can't be corrupt by herself. No. Now we have to poison the mind of college students. Why? I just want to keep in mind. So, just if you didn't know this, at the same time that she's going to do this, going to go teach college students how to fundraise, aka be corrupt, she's currently in Europe doing what? Fundraising. She's currently in Europe getting like swoozing donors, getting even more. She doesn't stop, is the point. She doesn't stop. And Mitch McConnell, of all people, apparently he's like close to her. Of course. I mean, corrupt people hang together. He's as corrupt as they come, right? We just don't talk about him much because he hasn't been in the public eye much. We haven't had any reason to give much of a discussion to him, but he's as corrupt as can be. If you didn't know, now you know. Mitch McConnell and entities associated with him have been running ads in Arizona, basically promoting Kyrsten Sinema and heralding her as some great hero for opposing the Build Back Better agenda. Because, of course, as we know, Mitch McConnell and his donors and the corrupt entities that support him don't want this either. So he's fucking clapping, like a fucking seal. And he's so happy that she's, not going for the Build Back Better agenda, which is overwhelmingly popular when you poll the American people. But she's teaching college students to be corrupt. She's currently in Europe swoozing donors, right? And getting even more corporate cash. It just doesn't stop. And you have ads being ran on her behalf by the most corrupt person in Washington, probably, which is Mitch McConnell. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than this. She's taken what the Intercept outlined, over $900,000 from entities that oppose the Build Back Better agenda. And those are just the ones that we know about. You know, who knows where else she's receiving cash from that would otherwise diametrically oppose this agenda. I mean, look, this is a joke. All of this is a joke. I mean, it's hard to describe what's actually going on. I mean, you would think it's easy. Like, well, it's right in front of our face. It's corruption. But I struggle to find a word that I feel like would accurately describe this, but on a much more deeper level, because this is visceral. Like this hurts, and it's gonna hurt a lot of people if we don't get the legislation that's in that Build Back Better agenda, simply because we have a senator or two senators that are so extremely corrupt that by any means necessary, they would do absolutely whatever they can to prevent it from happening. It's incredibly sad, and it makes me sick. You know, just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, you know, she's taking corporate cash, blocking legislation, voted thumbs down on the $15 minimum wage, did a little dance just to smear it in your face. Just when you thought she couldn't get any worse as a person. No. Let's poison the minds of college students. Yeah, that's great.